Hello. Today we're going to look at the origin of the sixth letter of the Hebrew alphabet. This is what it originally looked like in the Samaritan, and now you see shapes like this. It looks like a kind of like a Y, but really it's a U, and it means nail or tent peg. That's the Hebrew shape. Now that turned into the Greek upsilon, and they call that, that's a Greek letter, but they adopted the shape, obviously, from the Hebrew. And the Latin just dropped the stem at the bottom here, right here. This stem was dropped, and it just has this valley shape. And then in the 1400s, the printing press was invented, and they had to figure out a way to kind of speed things up a little, because they had all these little pieces of type made out of metal, and they shaped the two of these to form a double U, because it was pronounced as a U. It didn't have the buzzing of the V sound. That's very modern, actually. I mean, you know, that a lot of these letters are kind of tricky because we're mispronouncing a lot of words, but the original A in Hebrew it's called Aleph. It doesn't look at all like the Aramaic that we inherited from Babylon. That was the script and language of our captors. They call it modern Hebrew, but this is the real Hebrew. That's an Aleph, and it means ox, and by extension it means strength. Now if you turn this, you see the letter A, and that became the Greek alpha and the Latin A. It's a Latin letter, but it was originally Greek, and before that, the origin of it is Hebrew. Hebreweth. Anyway, that's the truth. So when you see a V in a name that's Hebrew, it's not a V. It's a U. It's not Yeho. It's Yahoo. Well, I just wanted to keep this real short. And is there any questions out there? Oh, it's a one-way deal here. Leave some comments below and do some studies. And don't trust everything you see on the internet. Check out what I'm telling you. You'll see these things in all kinds of charts. And you just need to be suspicious. And we have this card. It's kind of like a postcard, kind of a cardboard deal. And it's got a study of the letters in the Hebrew for the name of Yahuwah. That would be right here. 4 letters that are all vowels. And then right here below it, you've got the name of the Mashiach that has the first 3 letters being the same, because Hebrew is read from the right to the left. See, it's Yod, Hey, Ua, Shin, Ayin. That's a suffix. It's placed on the name of Yahuwah here, see? So you've got Yahuwah up at the top and Yahusha at the bottom. And you can get one of these cards from TorahZone.net if you want one. It's kind of like a study card. And let's see if there's anything else I wanted to tell you. Well, I could take you to this page where I can show you some interesting things, and I'll give you the website. It's fossilizedcustoms.com, and that would be, this one is on the feng shui page, so I'll put it up there, fengshui.html. And it talks to you about the curving staff that you see bishops wearing in the Catholic circus. And a word that you might be familiar with, when a president is elected and he takes his oath of office, which we're not supposed to take oaths, but when he does, he's basically taking the auspices, which is something that was done originally in the Roman Empire by a Roman priest, not a Catholic priest, but a Roman priest that the Roman leader would consult his augur, which was the priest, and he held this staff that was called a lituus. I'll show you one here. And the lituus uses two U's, or actually the V shape, but they weren't pronounced as V's. It's the lituus. And that staff was curved, just like the bishops use. That's where they got it. And they would, I'll read a little bit about the origin of it here. Originally, the practice of inauguration, you see that word augur in there? That's a form of divination. A Roman leader would consult his augur, a sorcerer, who interpreted the patterns of birds in flight to predict the future. That's divination. Augury is a fossilized custom inherited from the paganism of our fathers, and the staff held by the Christian bishops is modeled directly from it. It's an augury staff. The Roman Empire was primarily guided by augury to divine the future. The practice is associated with installing a new ruler, then and now, commonly referred to as taking the auspices. It's now the official ceremony, referred to as taking the oath of office. The staff curled inwardly, and the augur would peer through to observe the flight of birds, and he was peeking through the curves in the staff at all these birds, and he would predict the future from that. That doesn't sound right. That could get you in trouble with Yahuwah. Well, thanks for watching the video, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.